Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us tonight. Our top story: in 2016 alone, the city of Venice experienced hundreds of traffic crashes. That's according to the statistics recently released by the Venice Police Department.
The worst month for crashes was December, but where are the majority of those accidents happening? ABC 7's Christopher Brantley joins us now live in Venice with the answer. Christopher?
Good evening, Scott and Haley. This is one of those intersections that you said has seen a lot of accidents. This is US 41 and Venice Avenue here on the island. You know, some of the statistics in this study are quite interesting. For example, the most common day of the week to have an accident is a Tuesday.
I've never seen so many upside-down cars in my life.
It's not just Tuesdays Penny McKenzie worries about.
We have tons of traffic. It's hard getting over the bridge. It's hard navigating around.
McKenzie comes downtown to paint. The drive is often the most nerve-wracking part. The Venice Police Department says in 2016 there were 510 overall traffic crashes in the city, with special emphasis on the busy winter months.
So more people, more cars, more traffic accidents.
Venice's Chief of Police Tom Mattmuller is unsurprised by the numbers. The study conducted all year long shows that this is the most common intersection to have an accident. US 41 and Venice Avenue on the bypass, with 8 accidents overall.
First of all, it's probably the volume of traffic going through the multiple lanes and lights. And now with the added construction, we just want to make sure that we keep track of that.
They keep track so they know where to deploy more patrols and city engineering staff.
So we work with the engineering department to see if there's any type of improvements we can make as far as signs, the speed limits, things like that, just to make this roads a little safer.
Careless driving takes the lead for the highest cause of accidents, 85 of the 510. Only one of those accidents was fatal. There were 36 DUIs in 2016, and 50 people were either cited or arrested for driving without a license.
If we do stop a vehicle for either equipment violation or a traffic violation, if the driver does not have a valid driver's license, they're looking at either going to jail or receiving a citation with a court date.
For McKenzie, painting a tranquil landscape can only be so peaceful until she has to pack up and head home.
Take your time, don't get frustrated. Keep looking when you're changing lanes. Don't forget about motorcycles.
Another interesting statistic here. Last year, 4,188 warnings or citations were issued. The majority of those were for speeding 6 to 9 miles an hour over the speed limit. And by the way, no one quite knows why Tuesdays are the most common days for accidents. Live in Venice, Christopher Brantley, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Christopher. A Manatee County teacher is temporarily suspended after an alleged child abuse incident inside of a classroom. It happened at Bayshore Elementary School. According to an incident report filed by the Manatee County Sheriff's Office, a teacher allegedly took a 7-year-old boy by the backpack or the hood of his jacket, pulled him out from under a table, and then drug him approximately 7 feet across the classroom. The report notes a small red mark was found on the child's neck. The district, county, and state have all opened investigations, but at this time there have been no charges filed.
Should there not be an arrest in this matter, should there not be furtherance of any prosecution against the teacher, it does not mean the district's investigation is closed as unfounded.
The teacher is not being identified at this time as the investigations are still open.
Well, it's now official. The manatee is now considered threatened and no longer endangered. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service announcing the change today, but adding this does not mean the gentle giant will not be in danger of extinction in the future without continued protections. The new status will not diminish existing federal protections, and the manatee will continue to be protected under the Marine Mammal Protection Act. Despite this, Congressman Vern Buchanan calls the move a huge disappointment and says it needs to be reversed in order to best protect the sea cows. The latest estimate census that they did on the sea cows, about 6,600, which is quite different from when they were first placed on that endangered list, when there were only about 1,200 in the state. So they've made a lot of progress.
And that's why some worried that maybe they would reverse progress. But I think a lot of people have gotten the education that, you know, now the awareness is up, so maybe that will just continue.
We hope. All right, now we're to Bob for another look at our weather today. Hi, Bob.
Storms won't be too threatening. Hello, everyone. We're looking at generally some showers and a few isolated thunderstorms possible tomorrow as this front, which caused havoc across Texas a couple of days ago and Louisiana today, now has moved well east of that area and moving into the panhandle of Florida. It'll be on our doorstep, it looks like, tomorrow morning after sunrise and brings with it a few clouds and a few showers. And as I mentioned, an isolated chance for a thunderstorm, but it should not be severe. 78 degrees right now. It's nice out there. Lots of sunshine, and as it has been all day long. It's been a little bit on the windy side today. Winds out of the south-southwest at 11. Those are starting to come down. And the pressure has been knocked down a little bit as well as a result of that approaching front. Clear skies up until 11 o'clock, 68 degrees your temperature. And as far as sustained winds go, they're generally out of the west-southwest up and down the coast, anywhere from 5 to 10 miles an hour, a little bit stronger down south in South County and into western portions of Charlotte County. We'll have more on our rain chances on Friday, what the weekend looks like, and a better chance for some rain next week. Details on that coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. 5 men are busted after an undercover prostitution operation in the city of Sarasota. Sarasota Police Department Street Crimes Unit conducting the operation on Wednesday along North Tamiami Trail, targeting individuals who were soliciting prostitutes. As a result, 5 men were charged for solicitation. One of the men also faces charges of possession of cocaine and marijuana.
A new bill passed today in the Florida House will require autism awareness training for police officers across the state. The training will help police officers recognize the behavior of autistic individuals, as well as to teach officers how to respond appropriately. The push for this measure comes after a police shooting in North Miami last summer that left an unarmed black therapist shot and injured while protecting his severely autistic client.
Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, a newfound love for the sport of hockey. One Suncoast school gets the chance of a lifetime to learn from the staff of the Tampa Bay Lightning.
And a new measure that would affect how hurricane hunters operate in emergency situations.
The human spirit's capacity to defy the odds, to push the envelope, is boundless.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Attention, this is an important message for anyone who has taken Xarelto or Pradaxa. If you or a loved one took the blood thinner medication Xarelto or Pradaxa and was then hospitalized for internal bleeding, you may be entitled to significant compensation. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to serious, even fatal internal bleeding. If you suffered a stroke, heart attack, or serious internal bleeding, or if a loved one died after taking Xarelto or Pradaxa, call us now. Our network of attorneys have years of experience fighting the big pharmaceutical companies and is ready to fight for you. Potential claims are being reviewed for users of Xarelto or Pradaxa who have suffered severe bleeding or hemorrhaging, stroke, or even death. Our network of experienced attorneys is ready to fight for you. You won't pay a thing unless your case is settled. Call today for a free confidential consultation. Don't fight this alone.
Please call 800-928-6604. That is 800-928-6604.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right?
Weed's legal, isn't it?
Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
Isn't it? Why
is heroin so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy.
I have questions.
Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
The human spirit's capacity to defy the odds, to push the envelope, is boundless.
Tampa Bay Lightning staff taking a break from the ice and stopping by a Suncoast school today.
Former players and coaches were at Oak Park School in Sarasota. ABC 7's Bobeth Yates has more on why they made this visit.
The shot is good. By the looks of it, you wouldn't be able to tell that that player is new to the sport. In fact, for the entire group of students from the Oak Park School in Sarasota, this was their first introduction to hockey.
We put them through some drills and then we play a game with them.
Jason Cullimore is a former Lightning player turned Lightning Community Hockey Director. For the past year, him and his staff have visited area schools as part of their outreach. Thursday, that effort took them to Oak Park, a special needs school for students from pre-K to age 22.
When someone scored, it didn't matter which team, they were excited. Some of the celebrations that we saw there when they were scoring was the best we've seen. So it's the smiles on their face, and they really enjoy it, and just the energy level is very high.
Sentiments echoed by the students participating in the event, and they told ABC 7 they learned many valuable lessons.
I learned not to whack anyone with a stick.
It did pretty good, but I was trying to get the ball.
It was actually pretty fun.
In addition to the experience, Cullimore says the school will also get a benefit that will keep giving when the Lightning staff leaves.
The school gets 2 nets, set of sticks, balls, jerseys, and 4 sets of goalie equipment that we leave here so that they can continue to play hockey during their PE class.
In addition, each student participating in the program got a free game ticket, a stick and a ball to take home, as well as an autographed card. Bobeth Yates, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Bobeth. What a fantastic program there today. A free shuttle service in downtown Sarasota is officially up and running, but it comes with a cost to taxpayers. For now, the city of Sarasota is footing the bill and paying a private company to run the service. It's something the city plans to do for 2 years, costing taxpayers more than $250,000. By year 3, the city says it ideally would be funded by private sponsors. Some say the cost is well worth it. Others suggest placing some of the financial burden on the rider.
I'm not quite sure I understand why they brought them in and paid that much money for it.
Everything we can do to make this place a great place to live and get around and move around just benefits the whole community through and through.
If you're interested in catching the shuttle, it runs from 11 a.m. until 11 p.m. 7 days a week. I imagine weekend evenings, it's going to get very in demand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how it works.
Yeah.
It just started. So your forecast is coming up. We may have a chance of rain tomorrow. Details just ahead.
Fun for the whole family. The 25th annual Venice Shark's Tooth Festival, benefiting special athletes of Sarasota County. Fossil vendors, arts and crafts, food, children's games, and live entertainment. With headliners, the Gator Creek Band on Friday night, Rockin' Rogues, Kim Betts, Glass Onion, Kettle of Fish, Paisley Craze, and the Boogeymen. Admission $4. Children 12 and under free. Parking is free. The annual Venice Shark's Tooth Festival, April 7th, 8th, and 9th at the Venice Airport Festival grounds.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
I need that stuff for squeaky hinges. I think it's called 10W40.
Ace is the place with the stuff for squeaking hinges. That's called WD-40, not 10W40, which is motor oil that we also sell.
Right.
Don't miss the March Red Hot Buys on Roundup Weed and Grass Killer and Spectracide Fire Ant Killer. 6 convenient Sarasota locations and now open in Bradenton, Northport, and soon Osprey.
I'm calling in regards about my mother, and I'm here, and I just want to thank you because it saved my mother's life yesterday. And I'd like to know the names of the people that came in and saved her. It's a wonderful thing. Thank you.
With Life Alert, one touch of a button can get you help fast.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-962-4112. That's 1-800-962-4112. Call now, 1-800-962-4112.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee County since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
I witnessed him have 2 heart attacks in ICU. He went through seizures.
We'd much rather have Aaron like this than dead. A lot of parents don't have that luxury.
He can't talk.
He can't walk. This is a condition Aaron will live with for the rest of his life because he abused prescription pills.
Mind your meds. Learn more from the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
Because my parents told me I have to be responsible.
Because my first coach told me, you can do this.
Because my boss showed me how to do a good job.
Because my teacher helped me see the choices.
I'm swimming faster than I ever dreamed.
I am a valuable employee.
I discovered that I could work as an artist.
I will be whatever I want to be.
Youth with disabilities should grow up expecting to work and succeed. For more information, visit whatcanyoudocampaign.org.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say it was breezy today.
It was.
Yeah, a little bit windy. That's about the only downside we can find to this weather all week long. It's been nice, and we have a front coming too. It looks like it's going to move through relatively quickly, so just in time for the weekend. I know that we have Evening Under the Stars, which is always a big event down in State College of Florida in the Venice site there, and thousands of people show up for that. An outdoor concert. Looks to be okay. We'll be emceeing that event. It wouldn't be emceeing if it wasn't. SpaceX launched tonight. We may get a glimpse of it. It'll still be kind of sunny here, so we may not see it as nicely as we like to when it's in the evening. That'll happen at 6:27. If it doesn't launch tonight due to the strong winds, it'll launch on Saturday night at 6:27. That's the other window tonight. So if you see something bright going up along the East Coast there, that's the SpaceX satellite, which will be taking a satellite up to space. Casey Key webcam showing fair conditions, lots of sunshine, but the wave action was a little high. Boaters, beware. The sea state will be a little higher over the next 24 hours as a result of the stronger south winds out ahead of the storm system. The front moves in Friday, and then there's a chance for a few showers, but it clears out in times for the weekend. And then we'll have more rain, something we need for next week. We have a couple of systems moving through next week, the work week, and it will bring us a better chance for some more widespread rainfall, I do believe. Satellite and radar pictures showing the heavier activity now over the panhandle of Florida, but the good news on this front is that it's lost a lot of its energy. Most of the energy has now traveled well north of the front, and that means the severity will not be all that strong in terms of heavy weather over the panhandle of Florida. Right now it's raining heavy there. There's still an outside chance they may see some severe thunderstorm warnings, but I don't anticipate that here as the front moves in tomorrow right after sunrise and then continues to slowly work its way throughout the day. So a chance for periodic showers throughout the day tomorrow. It's not going to be a widespread rainfall event across the entire area, but there could be some moderate rainfall at times. Dew point is at 65 now. Winds out of the south-southwest at 11. The pressure kind of holding steady at 2993. That has been lowering, though, as the front has knocked the high-pressure ridge out of the region for the time being. 82 the high today, another warm one. 4 degrees above average. Will be a little bit below average tomorrow as a result of the increased cloud cover, but still warm. Upper 70s to mid 70s the anticipated highs, and no rainfall to report. We could see up to a 1/4 inch of rainfall for our area tomorrow. Now, as far as thunderstorm activity goes, that chance is still very small, only at about 20%, but a little bit better chance to see these scattered showers throughout the day with a little bit of sunshine now and again. Temperatures will warm into the upper 70s. While the wind flow will be out of the south and southwest throughout the day. On Friday, anywhere from 10 to 15 miles an hour, maybe as high as 20 at times, but generally nothing to report as far as a small craft advisory goes. And here comes the RPM forecast model showing the showers moving in just after sunrise, or at least some clouds around, and then eventually pushing on through and clearing out just in time for the weekend. So the weekend looking pretty good, and then we'll see a series of disturbances moving through next week. The national satellite imagery showing this cutoff low still moving through parts of Illinois, Indiana, with the bigger storms over the northern portions of the Gulf of Mexico. Well, 38 in Buffalo, Philadelphia at 48. Nation's capital now at 54 degrees and 44 in Omaha. The forecast checks in like this. For tonight, scattered showers, I should say, for boaters tomorrow. South winds at 15 knots. Seas will be 2 to 3 feet. It's a little bit choppier out there as the water temperatures are into the mid 70s now. For the tides, low tide upcoming, 10-11, and 9:32 for another low tide tomorrow. Partly cloudy, breezy and warm tonight. 68 for a low. That's above average tomorrow. 78. The front moves in. Look for some clouds. A chance for a few scattered showers. It will be breezy. The extended forecast clearing on Saturday, nice, and temperatures in the mid-80s on Sunday. And there's that rain chance for early next week and into Thursday. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. The U.S. Senate unanimously passing a bill Wednesday that would require backup hurricane hunters. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration will need to have reliable backups available for the upcoming season. The provision sought by U.S. Senator Bill Nelson of Florida comes in the wake of an incident last year when one of the jets NOAA was using to gather hurricane measurements was forced to land for emergency repairs during Hurricane Hermine. The legislation now heads to the House for consideration.
Hi, I'm Linda Carson. Coming up on Suncoast Scene, we'll show you all the great things going on here on the Suncoast this weekend.
Tonight, the White House under pressure. Questions about the Russia connection aren't going away. And take two on a health care deal? Plus, spring storms on the move. The severe weather threat for millions. This is where America turns. World News Tonight with David Muir.
There's a whole new way to bank at Achieva Credit Union with Achieva Checking Plus. Get new unique features like full ID theft protection and online shopping rewards. Plus, it's an interest-bearing account, so you have a little extra for what really matters. Achieva Checking Plus isn't just an account for your money, it's for your life, including cell phone insurance. And that's good to know. Discover the plus at achievacu.com. Achieva, banking for good. Achieva Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
The Lax coming to the White Buffalo Saloon April 1st. Visit the WBSaloon.com.
A unique celebration of a distinctive cultural gem in Sarasota. La Musica, the annual International Festival of Chamber Music, with renowned musicians from 4 continents. April 3rd through April 12th at the Sarasota Opera House and at Sainer Pavilion. Buy your tickets now.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
I'm Stephanie Roberts. On Suncoast View, we give RVing a try with Suncoast reality TV stars, plus our beauty expert with hair and skin health and Goldberg's Barbecue in the kitchen.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
This weekend it begins. Sarasota goes Hollywood.
The Sarasota Film Festival opens, but it's also time to strike up the band and take in a good stage show. ABC 7's Linda Carson joins us with Suncoast Scene.
This 9 1/4 foot surfboard symbolizes the 19th annual Sarasota Film Festival and the opening night film. It's going to be one of the biggest nights of the year in Sarasota.
We're going to have a red carpet, starts around 5:30. We're going to start the film itself promptly at 6:10 because it's 2 hours long. It's a lovely film that is a great documentary. It showed at Sundance to wide accolades.
The film is called Take Every Wave. Its director, Rory Kennedy of The Kennedys, will be here to discuss it.
Which is the documentary about big wave surfer Laird Hamilton. And then right after that is our opening night block gala party. And that's incredibly exciting, right in front of the Sarasota Opera House.
The more than 200 films will start at the Hollywood 20 on Saturday, and there'll be panel discussions. The first inspired by the festival film, Citizen Jane, Battle for the City.
We have a Designing a Sustainable Sarasota panel, and that's all about sort of the changes to the town and deliberately designing a Sarasota that is more conscious and environmentally friendly. On Sunday evening, we have the Hollywood Nights, which is a youth fest event, red carpet for local filmmakers, filmmakers in training like students in the area who get to share with all of Sarasota all the films that they've been working hard on in school and on their own.
The festival runs through April 9th. And this weekend at the Venice Theater, the Silver Foxes present Seasons of Love. The Silver Foxes are celebrating their 25th anniversary. They're ages 55 and up, and they present an incredible show.
You should come because you'll see a wonderful mix of things. The singers have come such a long way through the years. They're magnificent, they really are, and the dancers are always fantastic. We all love what we do, and we try to give you the best show we can.
The Silver Foxes, Thursday through Sunday at the Venice Theater. And the Manatee Community Concert Band presents a tribute to American composers with a concert called American Celebration. It'll raise your spirits and thrill your heart. It's free at Manatee High School, April 1st at 7:30 p.m. Linda Carson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
A lot to pick from.
A lot to do, yeah.
You want air conditioning, you want to go outside, you know,
right,
there's many to choose
Lots
from.
of music events taking place. As I talked about earlier, State College of Florida, big event. They're always a big event down there and the Venice campus with the orchestra playing, and usually some fireworks happening there too. And the weather looks to be pretty good for that.
That's great.
Fireworks tomorrow, maybe an isolated shower or thunderstorm, but we're anticipating not a lot of heavy rainfall for a long duration on Friday.
Right.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Bob. Thank you for joining us. World News Tonight with David Muir is next.
We'll see you tonight at 11. Have a wonderful evening.
With a top prize of $10 million, the new $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery is your ticket to take on the world. $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery. One of our life-changing scratch-offs offering billions in cash prizes.
At Tidewell Hospice, we know it's never too late to say thank you to our military veterans. The Tidewell Honors Veterans Program has provided care to more than 13,000 military families since 2008. Tidewell volunteers help honor veterans through special pinning ceremonies that demonstrate our appreciation for the freedom our veterans fought to defend. If you know a veteran who can benefit from end-of-life care, call or visit Tidewell.org today. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
The Sarasota Film Festival is March 31st through April 9th, featuring independent films from around the world, panels, parties, and conversations with stars, all happening in downtown Sarasota.
You don't want to miss it, so get your festival guide and choose the films and events you want to attend.
Buy your tickets online, by phone, or at the Hollywood 20 box office. They go fast, so get them now.
So join us to see and be seen.
Fun for the whole family. The 25th Annual Venice Shark's Tooth Festival, benefiting special athletes of Sarasota County, fossil vendors, arts and crafts, food, children's games, and live entertainment. With headliners, the Gator Creek Band on Friday night, Rockin' Rogues, Kim Betts, Glass Onion, Kettle of Fish, Paisley Craze, and the Boogeymen. Admission $4. Children 12 and under free. Parking is free. The annual Venice Shark's Tooth Festival, April 7th, 8th, and 9th at the Venice Airport Festival grounds.
2 years ago, my son was born. Now he's running, playing, and learning to speak. When I look at him, I can't help but to see how free he is. I want my son to have the same freedom when he grows up. Protect our freedom of speech. not just for us, but for the future generations.